guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about Tumblr's new guidelines and the effects of those guidelines. So I'm going to walk through this as if you don't know anything in case you don't know anything. So this is from a Tumblr page dedicated to answering questions. Here it's addressing adult content, and it says starting on December 17th, adult content will not be allowed on Tumblr regardless of how old you are. So down here it then says, what is adult content? Adult content primarily includes photos, videos, or GIFs that show real-life human genitals or female presenting nipples, and any content including photos, videos, and illustrations that depicts sex acts. So all your not safe for work blogs, anything related to porn, even I guess artistic pictures or artistic nudes are gone. One of the main problems that is already happening right now is that some random pictures are being taken down, and even some blogs are being taken down because people are posting. I saw like one of a hedgehog and one was just like a selfie, and it said like this goes against the new terms of service or the new conditions, which is kind of ridiculous because it's a hedgehog, like it's not that deep. But it seems like the kind of flagging here isn't working, which I already knew was going to happen because realistically, if you're going to say no to all adult content, which mind you, Tumblr is, I feel like, a majority of adult content, whether it's like music videos that have like sex, drugs, and all that stuff in it, or whether it's just straight up porn blogs, right? So I already knew that it was going to be messed up. I didn't really predict that it was going to be this messed up, but it seems like it's already out of control. Okay, so then I decided to go look at the community guidelines. So it says, what Tumblr is not for.
Terrorism, hate speech, which they define as what? Don't encourage violence or hatred, don't post content for the purpose of promoting or inciting the hatred of or dehumanizing individuals or group based on race, ethnic or national origin, religion, gender identity, age, veteran status, sexual orientation, disability, or disease. Okay, Jesus. Then it says harm to minors, motion or glorification of self-harm, unmarked sensitive content, violent content and threats, then scams. Yeah, nothing else is really that interesting.
Okay, so I decided to look up whether they have Anna and Mia blogs up. So Anna and Mia blogs refer to blogs that promote eating disorders such as anorexia and bulimia. And here I am, and there's at least one that's coming up because it has a lot of notes, which is talking about not eating for 24 hours, makes fun of diets by saying the best way to lose weight is through a balanced diet of between 1,200 to 1,500 calories a day, and then the person says thank you next. So there are still some fucked up pages on here. Obviously, anorexia and bulimia are one category. I'm sure there are various other categories that are terrible in their own respect, so I'm not saying this is the only one. I'm not saying this is the worst one. I'm just saying this is one of them. One of the effects of what's going on Tumblr is that on Tumblr, and I've covered this before, I can link it down below, I talked about MAPs, which are minor attracted adults, aka pedophiles.
Yes, it is true. I, Michael Scott, am signing up with an online dating service. Thousands of people have done it, and I am going to do it. I need a username, and I have a great one. Little Kid Lover. That way people will know exactly where my priorities are at.
So, because their accounts are hopefully going to be wiped from Tumblr, or have been, I don't know how quickly they're taking action here, they're already moving to Twitter. Now, I received an email about this from a viewer. So they linked me to a thread that talks about pedophilic accounts on Twitter. I'll put a link to that thread below because I don't want to just list a number of accounts that you should watch out for, but they will be below. So if you want to block, report, whatever, you can do that. But an example of one of these pages says human being, primary prevention advocate, pedophile, sex abuse survivor, and owner of a blog and website. Pedophile does not equal rapist. Okay. So then another link I was given was about terms that you need to look out for to know whether someone is a pedophile. Now, I'm talking to specifically viewers here who are under 18 because obviously pedophiles are going to be looking more at your age type people. Okay, so some of the terms you need to watch out for, and I'll link this down below too, but there's MAP, so minor attracted person. There's MAA, minor attracted adult. There's no MAP, which is non-offending minor attracted person. Now, I've heard also that a lot of MAPs pretend to be no MAPs, so they seem a lot less threatening, but they're still threatening, some of them. AOA, age of attraction, there's nephrophile, attraction to infants, pedophile, attraction to prepubescent children, hebephile, attraction to pubescent children and ephebophilia, attraction specific to ages 15 to 19. So make sure you store that somewhere. I know I am, just so I know it when I see it. So honestly, I think that this whole Tumblr thing, I thought it was doomed to fail, to be honest, because first of all, if people go to Tumblr for porn, I don't really see the problem. Like, that's not why I'm on Tumblr. I just like fashion type stuff. But if you're on it for porn, like, go off. It's not really gonna affect anyone. However, porn is one thing. Anorexia, bulimia blogs are another thing. Child porn is another thing. Like, these are the types of things that need to be deleted because these are things that directly hurt people. And I just am not really sure what Tumblr's trying to do with this. Like, I'm sure they see some kind of positive coming out of this, but getting offended or whatever you want to call it because of nipples or whatever, don't follow the porn blogs, don't look at porn tags, and you're good. So I don't really understand what exactly they were going for, and I feel like this was a way to shoot themselves in the foot because essentially, if you're gonna say we're banning all people who do this, aka share sexually explicit images, the natural response is gonna be like, why aren't you blocking pedophiles and child porn and generally violent kind of content, you know? It's curious to me. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit short and quick, but I have to go to school soon. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you think this is gonna end up in a shit show, which I agree with, or if you think it's potentially a positive change. Very curious to hear your opinions. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.